Hey, everybody. Hope you had a great day. I apologize for the delay in getting this out today, the live. Been a lot going on today, non-stop. So was this morning. We had just a couple different meetings. We got back from visiting with Joanna and Jerry. Joanna was the individual that was is being railroaded by Mayor Byron Brown and John Flynn. And we had a meeting with them. Joanna, beautiful woman. Jerry, just an awesome guy. You know, Joanna came over here to the country when she was about a year and a half old. I think she's about 23 or 25 right now. And they're dealing with this. She has, one child. Like, I can't remember if it's a son or a daughter. But she was attacked. I've spoken about this on several different occasions. She was delivering food, trying to make ends meet. She came upon this rally that was taking place in front of the city hall. Her vehicle was hit. She accelerated. Somebody was in the back of the vehicle. She had a lane of people and individuals that she could drive through in front of City Hall. And one of the individuals who was supposedly a legal observer, the woman that got hit, I believe her name is Karen, and her front of her bicycle got hit. And because her bicycle got hit, it probably twisted and then broke her collarbone. So Joanna realized she had hit something, and you could see in the video that she stopped. But then all of Antifa, the terrorists, they descended upon her vehicle. And they were hitting her vehicle, striking her vehicle, so she took off. She contacted 911 immediately. She picked up the phone, called them right away, said, I was attacked in front of the city hall. I think I hit somebody. I don't know. Contacted them immediately. She was able to put herself at a safe distance away from the incident, and then it wasn't far enough away because Antifa and Black Lives Matter, those terrorists, they descended upon her again. So this was the third time that they had attacked her vehicle. Initially, where they hit it, they put their vehicle, they put this legal observer pushed her bike in front of her vehicle as she was trying to get through and evade everything. She was in fear for her life. She's seen the videos of what Antifa and Black Lives Matter have done right here in our town, but also across the, hey, Joey, how you doing, brother? Thanks, man. Good to see you, bud. Good to see you, Beth. Good to see you, John, Kathy, Carrie. So she was attacked. Now, this was the third time. And she had, I forget which street she had gone down, but she tried to, like I said, evade where these people were. And she contacted 911 immediately. 911 dispatch told her that she couldn't move. So she stayed there. Antifa attacking her again. Black Lives Matter. Reached through her window, punched her through the window. One of the reporters, the so-called digital reporters, Brandon, and I forget what his last name was, he pepper sprayed her. He's been at our events and we marched together and he was there with us and he literally pepper sprayed her. And they had this other transgender individual boasting on video that they were on video stabbing her tires. They jumped in the back of the vehicle. They put an accelerant on her muffler so that it would burn. And fortunately for her, it didn't burn. They kicked her car. They were in the back of it, scratching at the back window. And just insanity. It's all caught on video. Now, Buffalo PD, the dispatcher told her, she's screaming into the phone, saying, they're attacking me, I've been hit, they're attacking my vehicle. The dispatcher is literally telling her she cannot leave the scene. That she cannot leave the scene to protect herself. What insane, bizarre world do we live in where you need to stay in harm's way, not harm's way, peril's way, imminent danger. You're going to be killed. These people, they're not going to stop. They've already hit you, attacked you. They falsely accused you of doing something. They jumped in your vehicle to precipitate the whole thing, to initiate the whole thing to begin with. And now the dispatcher's on the phone telling her she can't move. She's screaming. Buffalo police officer rolls by her vehicle, literally sees people attacking her vehicle. She screams out the window to that Buffalo police car, screaming at it. We're watching the videos. He doesn't stop, keeps rolling. He ain't got time for that. She decides to take off, to get away from these people. Finally, police respond. She put a far enough distance away from her where they couldn't attack her again. Police finally respond. They took a look at her vehicle and they said, yep, you were attacked. You fear for your life. It's no big deal. Somebody did get hit, but it's a minor injury. They'll be fine. We're not going to charge you. Accident investigation unit comes to her house, reports to her house, and says, yep, they did the full investigation. We can see the vehicle was attacked. We can see the stab marks on the tires. We can see the pepper spray in the vehicle. We can see the scratches made on the back of the window there. So clearly, and they can see the accelerant on the muffler that they tried to burn her alive. Attempted homicide. Assault. Arson, because you're using an accelerant. Harassment, being sprayed with pepper spray. Criminal mischief, trying to stab her tires of a vehicle. Not one person in that video, even the individual, the person who was occupying the street, every individual that was in the street was committing a crime. Every single member of that Black Lives Matter protest and Antifa, they were in the road. They should not have been in the road. That is a violation. I can't remember what it's called, if it's criminal mischief or what the deal is, but you can't be in the road obstructing traffic. You can't. We've been told that hundreds of times in every single one of our parades. Law enforcement, stay on the sidewalks, stay on the sidewalks. But Antifa has a different set of rules. So now, the accident investigation unit says, nope, there's no charges here. You were clearly in fear of your life. You needed to remove yourself from the situation. They analyzed the video. They took a look at all the video that was available to them. They said, yep, we see it all, and we're not going to have any charges. In fly, leftist, Marxist, Stalinist tyrant John Flynn, terrorist John Flynn, hate crime committer John Flynn, and terrorist Mayor Byron Brown, leftist, Marxist, tyrant Byron Brown, who's stealing hundreds of millions and tens of millions, however much money he has taken from all of us and put into his own pockets. And they decided to charge, they came together at a meeting, and they decided to charge Joanna 2 crimes. One's a felony, one's a misdemeanor. So Charlie Pauline, he received a phone call from the Watchman, one of his friends, saying that, hey, these people need help. They have no money. They have a daughter. They're doing everything that they can to make ends meet. They're a young couple. And, this is the horror that, the Democrats and liberals, and I'm not saying all Democrats, and I'm not saying all liberals, but hey, Anna, how you doing, hon? Hey, Jen. Hey, Jessica. I'm not saying that all Democrats and liberals cause this, but liberals and Democrats who are in positions of authority in governance and in politics, they're the direct result of an individual like Joanna not having the help that she needed to become a full-time citizen here. After 23 years, that she's still not a full-time citizen, full-fledged citizen. Because you have these people that are so lazy that work in these offices that don't want to do anything. Hey, Seth, how you doing, brother? And they don't want to do anything. So, and this extends to all of us. Hundreds of thousands of us that people are there in governance, in these government agencies, and they're supposed to be there to serve us. But that's not the case. They can't be bothered with that most of the time. They're too busy. They got to get this cup of coffee, or they're having this conversation, or they're on break now. They don't have time for that. Now, is that all government employees? No, absolutely not. Just like not all law enforcement are bad. But, there's a situation created where Joanna and Jerry are good people, and they're just trying to get ahead in the world. That's all they're trying to do. They're in their early 20s. And they were put into a bad situation. And now the people that we've entrusted to do the right thing, Mayor Byron Brown and John Flynn, they decided appropriate to attack Joanna illegally, criminally, unlawfully. And even though all of the police, Buffalo PD, that were there, including Accident Investigation Unit, said, you were in fear for your life. This person wasn't injured that bad. A broken collarbone. They put the bike in front of you. They entered into your path. So you were trying to drive, and this moron, this terrorist, Antifa, Black Lives Matter, whoever it is, Surge, One Society, Western New York Liberation Collective, whoever it is, decided to put their bike in front of this moving vehicle. That is literally like you going down the road, just driving down the road, minding your own business. Somebody jumps in front of your car, and then it's your fault. It seems insane, right? It is insane. But that's what happened. So John Flynn and Mayor Byron Brown decided to charge her a felony and a misdemeanor. So we go down today, Lipschitz and Cambria, and this whole thing with masks, and there's just these like suicidal extra Karens that were there about masks, and it's just the whole thing. But we go in and we see this one attorney that was recommended to us. And Joanna and Donnie are sitting there. And the attorney was recommended by Donnie's friend, who Donnie's friend would have been able to take care of it, but he's very busy, and it probably would have been for free. Joanna and Jerry have nothing. They literally have nothing. They're doing everything they can to make ends meet in a state that is telling them that they can't, that they're not worth anything because they're white, that they're white supremacists, that they're criminals because they're white. Absolutely, Anna. That they're horrible people because they're white. They don't have opportunity because they're white. That they're scum because they're white. That they're criminals because they're white. They drove through Antifa and they did wrong because Antifa was occupying the right, and they're going to come after them because they're white. That's what New York is right now. And they have nothing. So the attorney that we went into at Lipschitz and Cambria today, down there, and I'm not going to say his name, but he had 3 robo-Karens come out, psycho-Karens, psychopaths. That mean they're all mask, gotta wear mask. Losing their minds. And then you had a 4th individual come down, you gotta wear a mask. So they only allowed 2 people to go up. And, it's very telling about the legal community, about a certain segment of the legal community. People know I'm not big fans of attorneys. I'm not big fans of most politicians. Not big fans of, most of your government employees. And I'm certainly not a big fan of most real estate agents. Threw that one in there. $10,000. $10,000 to defend her. They have nothing. Good for you. Lipschitz and Cambria. Attorney from Lipschitz and Cambria. $10,000. for a 25-year-old woman who was wrongfully arrested, wrongfully accused of 2 different crimes, a felony and a misdemeanor. 2 of them. And you're going to charge them $10,000. We were embarrassed. Literally and utterly embarrassed. Never, ever. I don't know if somebody knows somebody at Lipschitz in Cambria. If you do, let me know. We'll work with them. And I don't want to trash Lipschitz in Cambria and their law firm. But that's a disgrace. An absolute and utter disgrace. So I got on the phone with my attorney, who's an incredible attorney, Jason DePasquale. And I don't know how much longer my phone's going to last, guys, so it's probably going to die here quick, so I got to end this fast. But we did, actually, I'll get plugged in because I got a lot to cover here. But we went down there, and thank you, Anna. So just substantiating, most attorneys are criminals. I have got in touch with my attorney, Jason DePasquale. He's amazing. Now, Jason helps everybody. He's helping a few superintendents, one superintendent friend of mine right now. He's helping them. And I'm not going to get into the details of that case. I don't want to talk about it, but Jason is amazing. He's a brilliant attorney. He's been helping me and defending me for years. And I reached out to him right after the meeting. So right after the meeting, I said, okay, hey, we can't do that. We got to come up with an alternate plan. So the alternate plan, I'm going to have to hold this, but at least I'm plugged in. So the alternate plan was to call him. And Jason right away returned my call immediately. Guys, if you need any legal counsel at all, let me know. I'll put you in touch with Jason DePasquale. Or if you want to reach out to Jason yourself and then let him know you're a friend of mine. I told Jason that Joanna and Jerry don't have any money at all. He trusts me implicitly. I explained to him the situation that Charlie got the phone call where we all watched and analyzed the videos. We interviewed both individuals. We vetted them. We screened them. We made sure that we were supporting something that was worthy of having the Watchman's support. And he trusted me. And I said, buddy, they have nothing. I said, they literally have nothing. And he goes, well, and I've gotten them some big cases. I've given them some big money. And, I said, told them about the GoFundMe. And that's another thing. So Antifa, these guys, Jerry and Joanna, they tried to do a GoFundMe page. They got shut down. GoFundMe shut it down. I think they got minimal amount of money raised. They haven't even seen that money. It was supposed to be transferred to them, and it hasn't been, as far as I know. Facebook, same thing. They tried to do a fundraiser there, shut down. So Charlie took it upon himself to try to do the fundraiser. We thought that their representation, their legal representation, was going to be at least a low cost, possibly free. How wrong were we? $10,000 later. So I gave Jason a call, talked to him, and I said, here's the situation. Jason said, let me know what you guys can put together. Literally what he said. Let me know what you can put together. Give my number to them, and he'll call me. And they'll call me. So I gave Jerry their number, his number. I gave Jason Jerry's number. And Jason on a Friday reached out to them. The last time I had a situation like this, it was on a Sunday night. And a friend of mine reached out to him, Jim. We were having a conversation. He was telling me about his legal struggles. Sunday night before a holiday. And Jason responded immediately. Not only responded, but told him what to expect. Sunday night. How many other attorneys do you know that are going to do that? So Jason DePasquale, guys, you make sure any legal counsel you have, the guy is brilliant. His mind is like a trap, and he'll remember things about my cases. And I've got a lot of cases. Shut up. I'm not getting into it. But there's been enough of them. And but he'll remember details about a case, just like, how does that even happen? But he's also a human being. Like, he's a very special person. And he's still a lawyer, and he's still got the ego, and he's got big money, and he's got that kind of money for sure. But he stays humble. He really does. He cares. If he helped everybody that came at him for legal counsel and help, you can't do it. It's just impossible. It's literally impossible. So that tells you what our relationship is with, between Jason and I, that I can have somebody call him on a Sunday night and he'll reach back out, and then I can talk to him about this incident here with Joanna. Now, it's unfortunate it didn't work out with the legal counsel that we thought was going to be free, but it may end up being even better. Because now that Jason's on the case, I feel really, really, really very confident about it. And whatever that total is, that'll be up to us, and Charlie, and what we're going to do with the GoFundMe, and how much we can generate for them and for her. Oh, God, his practice is in the city. I forget which legal firm he is with, but I can get you that information. If you message me, I can get you that information. And I'll cover that in another post as well. So down in the city, that's everything about Joanna. And then I want to be brief with this other stuff. I got tots cooking. I better not burn them. I triple booked. I got to go. We're having a little get together with the Watchmen today. Hey, Val. We're having a little get together with the Watchmen today. I have volleyball at 7:15. I can't make that. I'll be at Dave DiPietro's fundraiser. If you guys have any time tonight, 7:30, out on Olean Road, the old Sparkle Laundry or Sparkle Cleaners out there. It's $60 if you want to support Dave DiPietro. Head on out there, guys. I think it's in East Aurora on Route 16, Olean, the old Sparkle Cleaners. You can't miss it. And $60 to support him, 7:30 till 9. That's going to be, so I've got to be there. And then the Watchmen, we're going to have like a little team building meeting over at one of the group members' homes. And we're going to, so I have that as well. So 7:30 till 9, I'll be there. And then afterwards, I'm heading over to wherever the address is. I got to figure out where the address is. And then we're going to have a bunch of us over there. So that's going to be fun. So we are downtown. And so Dave DiPietro's, like I said, it's on Route 16. Go to Dave DiPietro's webpage. It'll be there. I believe we also have it posted in Rally WNY if you want more details on it. So we're driving through the city because we're leaving Lipschitz and Cambria there. That's the other thing. Got to pay for that office. They got to pay for all those Karens that are watching that office, the super Karens, the super tyrants. So we see that Antifa and Black Lives Matter are gathering at Niagara Square. And we drive by, and Donnie's like, I got a Trump sign. And I don't know how Donnie did it. I mean, Donnie's a big guy. And we're going to say Donnie's probably 6'2", 6'3", and he reaching his hand back. He goes about 250, 260. Sorry if you don't go that heavy, Donnie, but he's a big guy. So Donnie's reaching back. I got a Trump sign. I got a Trump sign. And it's literally buried. He's got a truck, and it's buried underneath, yes, 2 sessions. That's right. There's the first one is, I think, 5 to 6:30. Or no. The first one is 6 to 7. 5:30 to 7. There's a window a half hour, and then the second one's at 7:30. So he's going, I got a Trump sign. I got a Trump sign. He reaches back. I don't know how those big friggin' gorilla arms he's got were able to reach back there and get that friggin'. Hey, Carla, how you doing? I don't know how he was able to grab that. Like, I really don't know how. He had that thing out from underneath the seat, wedged. He's like, I got the sign. Because he knows what I'm going to do. So of course I roll the window down and I'm going, "Hey guys, how you doing, Antifa? Trump 2020, Trump 2020." And we're rolling around in the truck. And I'm going, "Hey Antifa, who you terrorizing today? You know, who are you committing hate crimes against today?" You know, and just getting them all amped up and everything else. And I got Trump 2020, and the light turns green. And they got these I'm going to say it, assholes, because they look like total assholes that are in these green hats, the National Guild of Lawyers. They come scurrying across because they carry their stupid little notebooks. Like we're scared of the notebook guy. And they come scurrying across and they want to get Donnie's license plate. Donnie's like, "Go ahead. Try to get the license plate number. Good luck. Good luck in figuring out where the address is." So they weren't even close. Like they weren't even close to getting the license plate. They weren't. But it was hilarious. They got their book bags on and they got their masks and they're just scurrying, they want to get that license plate number. And so we evaded them. It wasn't difficult to evade them. So I go back, and Ralphie's sick, my cat. He's really, really sick, so I didn't want to spend too much time. But you guys know me. I can't help myself. So I go back down, and I want to see what's going on in front of the Erie County Courthouse, or the Erie County Holding Center there. And there's a few people. They had maybe like 40 people together. They did have some cameras. And then they had their same assholes, their medics, you know, on the bikes, and the people in the street, you know, with their flags, and, you know, right there, everybody Buffalo PD, nobody doing anything, nobody even on scene. They get to do whatever they want to do, whenever they want to do it. And I'm standing there, or I'm in my vehicle. I wanted to get out. You know I wanted to get out. You know I wanted a video and walk through everybody and do it. But honestly, there were actually black people in the group. I couldn't believe it. Like there was probably 75 to 80% black people, which I commend and I applaud. Way to go. Way to finally show up for something. But this one, I don't think was a part of like Antifa or local BLM, so it was kind of a separate thing that they were doing. But there were some of the same people. They had a ton of their National Lawyers Guild, or whatever the hell they call themselves, all the green hats, and they're writing their notes and they're scurrying around and running around. And I don't know if they recognized at one point that they recognized me and my vehicle and that I was there. You know, but I had already turned around. They're running around and they're showing everybody. So I'm not even sure what it was, but they all got really excited really quick. But I was already past, and I wanted to get home so I could take care of Ralphie and before I have the meeting with Dave DiPietro. So that was fun. It seemed uneventful, though. It definitely seemed uneventful, and not anything we needed to be down there for. But observing these people is always a very good idea, because when they think that we're not going to be there, that's when they're going to start to build their numbers up again, and that's when they get dangerous. When they think that we're going to be there no matter what, that's when these cowards don't show up. And today, I'm not going to say that the people were cowards, because I'm going to say probably, and not all of the people that were there, you know, the black people or, you know, the white people, whoever, you know, the people that were protesting against what happens in the Erie County Holding Center. And honestly, guys, if you attack somebody, a guard in the Erie County Holding Center, you guys know my position on, you know, corruption and, you know, prisons and prison reform and criminal justice reform. You know my positions on this. And if you're attacking somebody who is a guard, there's a good chance you may deserve to die. Now, that's not something I say normally. You guys know I don't say that. But are there instances where, you know, somebody deserves to die? You know, when somebody is just outright attacking somebody? I'm going to say no, that there isn't ever a situation that somebody deserves to die. Do I understand that somebody gets killed because the situation got escalated? Absolutely. Does it mean that anybody should ever die within a holding center? No, it probably doesn't. You know, so it's nuanced, right? It's intricate. You can't just take this black and white, you know, right or wrong kind of position. There's all kinds of factors that play into it. But those individuals that were killed in the Erie County Holding Center, they probably shouldn't have been killed. Most of them. So Antifa and Black Lives Matter, or whatever group it was today, guys, know that I kind of support your position on that. So I applaud you guys for doing what it is that you're doing. You know, and calling attention to something that is a very serious issue. I also applaud you guys for doing it peacefully. Leave the Antifa pukes, leave them home. They're deranged. They're mental. There's no helping them at this point. Let's just get them laid. All right? Let's get them some loving. Let's get them some really good brownies and really some ice cream, and let them watch, you know, what was that one show with all the, God, I can't even remember it, the nerds, Sheldon and everybody else, whatever the hell that show was. Let them watch a marathon of that show. Or, oh God, Game of Thrones. Let them watch a Game of Thrones, and let's just get them laid. Then they'll stop doing what they're doing. But, you know, you got the National Lawyers Guild guys that are out there scurrying around in their green hats, Antifa. That's what they are. They're Marxists. They're terrorists. That's what they are. And then you had Antifa. They're terrorists. But the core of the group, it looked to me, like I said, 75 to 80% black. They were probably there for justified and righteous reasons. So to that end, I support them in what they're doing. Now, to another issue, tomorrow. We got a very big day tomorrow. It's a big day for me. I've got, I got to take these tots out. They're going to fucking burn. They're going to burn. Oh, they're brown. They're brown. Time to stop. Oh, I'm high class over here. I am super high class. You can see the construction going on back there. So I'm super highbrow. Tater tots and the chicken that Patty made for me. Super, super highbrow. I spare no expense. Super luxurious over here. But we have a bunch of different things going on tomorrow. So if you guys want to be involved, that would be awesome. Hey, Mark. Hey, Beth. What's up? Hey, Ken. If you guys, tomorrow in the morning, we have a 9 o'clock meeting at Summit Park Mall. We're going to have a rolling parade for Trump. Not a protest, but a parade. And it's all supporting Trump and patriotism in America. That's what it is. I was going to be there no matter what. Edge of the Falls, those guys are great. They're amazing. If you listen to their podcast, definitely they do an incredible job. They're funny. They're hilarious. Actually, I believe the guy that does it is brothers with J.B. Aaron. J.B. Aaron is the singer that he sings that Boots song that Marching Patriots use for our theme song, our group song. Great song. And Mike put together some stuff that we're going to try tomorrow at the rally, at the parade. But this is a new group. They're doing a whole new parade, and so we're going to meet there at 9 o'clock, and then we're going to roll out at 10. Several posts that we had in Rally WNY, and guys, Rally WNY, we purged those people, so you're safe. Obviously people got in and approved. Unfortunately, we can't screen and vet every single person. We try to do our best, but clearly there were some trolls, and we got rid of them. But this event is listed in Rally WNY. Jill Wilsey, thank you so much to her, and Diana Hope. They do an amazing job for us on that page, guys. They're just beautiful and incredible women, amazing women. They always contribute and do so much. But that is going to roll. I don't know what the route is. They'll probably have maps and everything else. But if you guys are going, the way that you want to do a rolling parade is put your flashers on, and you do not have to abide by, it's just like a funeral procession. You do not have to abide by traffic devices. Don't get the group stretched out, because then it kind of loses its effectiveness. I did contact Niagara County Sheriffs today. So they are aware of the entire situation. They know what's going on. And I thank the lieutenant who took the call, the dispatcher that took the call today. We're developing relationships out there with the watchmen. So I called on behalf of the watchmen. Now, we've got estimates that we're going to have upwards of 400 people, patriots tomorrow, freedom fighters and warriors at Summit Park Mall.
So if you guys can show up, please attend. It's going to be awesome. Bring your Trump flags, bring your American flags. Only thing we ask is don't bring the Confederate flag, because then they make it about racism and white supremacy and everything else, and it's just all bullshit. So bring your Trump flags, bring your American flags, bring your Gadsden flags, and any other flag that you want. Just don't bring the Confederate flag. Don't bring a Nazi flag. Don't do that. Bad, bad. So I hope that you guys support Nazi. We know Antifa will probably have their Nazi flags out there. Any fascist, well, Nazism is fascism. You do realize that, right? Marxism is fascism, right? So, but what we ended up getting was word. We got word that there were going to be counter protesters there, and they were telling us that they were to try to surround the mall, which they're not going to have those numbers. They're really not. So I notified Niagara County Sheriff's Department. The lieutenant that was on duty said he was going to share that information with his captain, and then the on-duty lieutenants tomorrow, and then all of the sheriffs that were on duty, so that they could be there, and that they could also assist in directing traffic for us. There's probably not going to be a lot going on in Niagara County tomorrow. So at 10 a.m., hey, Conrad, hey, Nick, what's up, brother? I mean, Joe, sorry. And Ken, what's up, brother? So they said they were going to have a counter protest. They typically, it's going to be the morning, it's cold, and it's not that close to the city of Niagara Falls, so not many people are going to get transportation. I don't know if they're just bluffing at this point, but we needed to prepare. Niagara County Sheriff's Department and Watchmen will be there in full force. So Watchmen, our numbers right now, we're over 200 people. And if you want to become a Watchman, guys, message me. We're trying to grow the numbers. We vet everybody. We screen everybody. You go through an interview process. You are screened. Your driver's license is taken. It's very, very, very thorough. Everybody in the group knows what the mission is, and there's statements that have to be signed, rules of engagement. We are a peacekeeping group. That is it. End of story, period. Anybody wants to portray us any differently than that, it's lies. It's all fabrication. And we have been out several different times with the Marching Patriots. We've wore out at Tonawanda. Several of our members have been, hey, Adele, what's up, brother? Good to see you. We have been out at different events, and everything has been peaceful. We haven't engaged, we haven't escalated, we've ignored, we haven't participated in the conversation that Antifa and Black Lives Matter wanted to have. We don't do it. That's not what our mission is. Our mission there is to make sure that we're protecting the neighbors, the residents, the people who are there at the rallies, the innocents. We're there to protect them, and we're there to witness and video record. We will have drones up in the sky tomorrow as well. We'll have our entire camera team there so that they can document every single, because we know most of Antifa. We know most of them. We know most of Black Lives Matter. We know their organizational structure. We know where they live. We watch them because we have to, because what they do, what these terrorists do, is they decide to go out in front of people's houses in dark hoodies, in dark jackets and dark clothing, and to menace and try to threaten and intimidate and terrorize people. So we're there to witness it, and we follow them out when they go out, and we follow them to the places that they go for, ice cream to celebrate the big protest. When they go to the different restaurants that they like to go to celebrate the big protest that they have, terrorizing people, hate crimes, destroying property, vandalizing, looting, war crimes, crimes against humanity is really what it is. They're paid stooges. They're paid terrorists. And one of them literally said, why are terrorists so sexy? Or terrorists are sexy, something like that. They literally posted that on their Facebook page. Did Facebook bring that down? I think that violates community standards, doesn't it? If being a patriot and filming a video, being an American, violates community standards, I sure think, but guess what? This individual's page is still up. Terrorism is sexy, I think is what it was. Terrorism is sexy. One of these members of Antifa and Black Lives Matter, literally what they posted. Still up. Their account is still up. But you want to have all these frauds sit up there in front of Congress saying that we don't have an agenda. You know, Jack Dorsey and whatever the hell the guy's name is from Google, and then, you know, Zuckerberg from Facebook. We don't have an agenda. No? Well, you're supporting terrorism. Somebody that's, Facebook literally says terrorism is sexy. And you leave that account up. You allow them to post videos of terrorizing neighborhoods and you know, and people and hate crimes, and that doesn't come down. You know, National Guild of Lawyers, their accounts don't come down. Everybody else's accounts come down for being a patriot and an American. So we're going to be out there in full force. We know most of the people. We will document that they were there. You know, we're keeping a running roster of every single event that we have of all of these individuals. We know exactly what they look like. We know their body type. We know exactly what they typically wear. You know, they wear half face masks, the goggles that they wear. We know exactly who they are. They think they're hiding, but they're not. And we document it. And the reason that we document it, hey Eric, the reason that we document it is this. We're building a case against them. We're building a case against National Guild of Lawyers so we can sue their organization and each individual attorney, terrorist, that is aiding and abetting these violent acts of terror, these inexcusable acts of violence. And we report all of this to FBI and report it to our contacts and local agencies here, state troopers, Erie County sheriffs, Niagara County sheriffs, local police departments, and we provide them with all of these people that they think that they're obscure because they wear a mask. They literally think that, oh, hey, it's like the kid, you know, when you're little, can't see me, you can't see me. I mean, that's the level of intellect that you're dealing with Antifa and Black Lives Matter here. And Surge. We don't want to leave Surge out. And we don't want to leave the local teachers out. We don't want to leave those guys out because, guys, there are a ton of local teachers that are these terrorists. And we're building a case against them as well. And it's all across the country. And people are like, no, teachers, you know, the number one profession for Antifa is not teachers. The numbers of teachers that we see, sure as hell could be, it's attorneys and teachers. So we know who they are. We're building a case. It'll probably be most of the same players over there tomorrow. And they're going to counter protest. We know what they're going to do. They're going to try to put their vehicles in front of our vehicles. They're going to try to create little roadblocks. They're going to try to, you know, run in front of our vehicles. They're going to try to stand in front of our vehicles. They're going to try to jump in our vehicles, and that's what's going to happen. So Watchmen will be there in force. Niagara County sheriffs will be in force. And I don't know, I can't speak for Niagara County Sheriff's Department, but what I do know is that Niagara County sheriffs are not Tonawanda Police Department. All right? They are not going to take any, hey, Carl, how you doing, brother? They are not going to take any nonsense at all. Nothing from Antifa. And that's a good thing. And the biggest deterrent for these terrorists are this. I got it. Yeah, absolutely, Anna. I appreciate that. We will let the first person know for sure. And thank you for that. I really appreciate it. We're going to have watchmen that are going to have vehicles out in front. We'll have the drones up in the sky at Summit Park Mall. We'll also have them en route. We'll have the license plate numbers of every single vehicle of Antifa. We will be recording that information, written down, but also on video and with cameras. So when Antifa does arrive in their vehicles, the best thing is prevention. So we can't allow Antifa, which we know who they are. They're going to be dressed up in Antifa costumes. They're not going to come in Trump garb. And if they do, good luck with that. And then we're going to know who you are immediately. So, and I think they would spontaneously combust. Like, I think that literally it would kill them if they wore anything Trump or touched it. I literally think that they would go into the screaming fit on the ground. And we'll be there, and what we're trying to do is make sure that they cannot enter into the Summit Park Mall, is what we're going to do, because, avoidance and deterring and prevention is the best thing. And as you guys have heard me say multiple occasions, that is the best prevention. Don't let them assemble. If they can't assemble, they can't do anything. If they are able to assemble, Niagara PD, Niagara Sheriff's Department will be there to intervene and keep these guys from doing that. Niagara County Sheriff's Department will be, I'm guessing that they will be escorting us once they see the numbers of vehicles that we have. So thank you very much to that group of individuals that are going to be, that put that together. Hey, Jenna, what's going on? We, thank you to them for putting together this rolling parade. Thank you to Watchman and Charlie Pauline and everybody else on the Watchman team. I could say Charlie's name because everybody knows Charlie. I'm not going to say anybody else's name, but we thank you to him for putting this together and getting us out there in mass tomorrow. It's going to be a good exercise and prep for election day, which we think that is going to probably be a big deal. We will have monitors at several polling stations to protect. We will be in communication with one another. So, right, absolutely, Anna. We will be in communication with one another on election day so that voters are protected and that polling stations are protected. Till now, we haven't seen any real obstruction of that with Antifa or Black Lives Matter, Surge, One Society, Push, Buffalo. We haven't seen anybody really working against us that way, so that's a good thing. I do want to say briefly that immediately, if you're attending that event, it's going to be kind of tough to get over the Rolling Patriots event, but the Rolling Patriots event is taking place on Transit Road at Dugout. That's where everybody is meeting. They're meeting at 11 o'clock. John Graff and Scott Nwachan, they're amazing with what they've been doing with that. So they're going to be there, and they put that group together. And guys, go support them. Get your Trump flags on your trucks. I don't know that route either. They will let you know when they get there, but they're gathering at 11 o'clock, and then they'll be out there starting at noon. I'm going to suspect that those guys aren't going to run into any trouble. They typically don't, unless Antifa decides they've watched this and that they're going to go over there. And it'll be a good thing because we'll be able to contact Lockport Police immediately. We'll get in contact with them and we'll let them know what's going on. Big event, and I won't cover it too much because I already kind of have the past bunch of days. But in East Aurora, Parkdale School, Elementary School in East Aurora on Girard, 3:15 p.m., we will have our Trunk and Treat Halloween parade that's going to be going through East Aurora. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be the trucks that are coming. I think that the Renegades are coming. We put out press releases. Oh, that's the other thing. We put out press releases for not the Edge of the Falls event. We put press releases out for that. And so thank you to Kristen for doing that. I really appreciate her and all the hard work that she puts forward. She has all her contacts and she got that information out to everybody. And we have a new friendly in media that is helping us big time. So they're going to be present at the Summit Park event, and they'll be there to document and record everything so that Antifa, National Guild of Lawyers, can't say it was white supremacists that were there, and everything the way that they classify it, and on their Facebook page, and they wrongfully accuse us of everything that's going on. And then we're hoping that we're going to be able to get some media to the Trunk or Treat event in East Aurora. That will start at Parkdale, and it'll go down Main Street. I'm not exactly sure how far it's going to go. It's going to be a little bit colder, so we're probably not going to have it go as long as we normally do. And then we're going to meet at Joe Palladino's house. Oh, yeah. I won't ever do that again. Yes, I will. I enjoy dancing too much. I'm going to definitely do that again. I'll probably be doing it tomorrow all day long in front of Antifa. Hey. They love me. I think they do love me. Like, I secretly... Antifa, leave a comment on this live, please, because I think that you guys really love me. Like, I think we have a whole thing. Like, I think it's that, like, like, I have to hate him, but, he's just so cute. I mean, I'm not cute, but I'm just saying that these people probably think that I'm cute. And I'm like, you guys are so cute, too. Let's give each other a hug. I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. I think I'm hungry. Thank God for Donnie feeding me Tim Hortons because I was on edge. We got out anyways. I'm not even going to get into that. So Joe Palladino's house. Tomorrow we're having a big event. And Kim Ray is helping out there big time. So thank you to her for helping Joe and stepping up and doing what she's doing for Joe tomorrow. And thank you to Joe for doing everything that he is doing. At the parade tomorrow, we will give the location of where that is so that we can all go there. There's plenty of parking, plenty of room at Joe's, so we're going to have a great time out there. So not much going on tomorrow, right? It's not like I got to be up at 5:30 on a Saturday or anything to go all over the place. Oh, by the way, 2 football games in between. So I have, in between all that other stuff going on, I got 2 football games to play. Sounds good, Anna. I can't wait to see it. But it was great talking to you guys today. It was great seeing all your faces. You know I love seeing you guys. You know I love you very much. And you know what you guys do for me. And, you know, I love being there with Cliff today. And I love being there with Donnie. And then seeing Joanna's face light up. And seeing Jerry's face light up with us being there. And, you know, being a part of what's going on so that we can help them. That meant the world to us, you know, and just being able to help them, that they showed that appreciation and that gratitude. And that's what the Watchmen are all about, guys. The Watchmen are there to watch out for everybody, watch out for the innocents, protect the innocents in every way that we can, you know, from government overreach, from government corruption, law enforcement corruption, whatever it is, you know, political corruption. And, you know, from Antifa, too, you know. Hopefully Antifa decides to give me a bunch of hugs. I'm a good hugger. I have been told, I don't know, I've never hugged myself, but I have been told I'm a very good hugger. So, Black Lives Matter. And guys, I'm being respectful. I don't give your names out. I have said your first names, but I've never given your last names because I know you guys do that. But that's not anything that I want to reduce myself to at this point. Anybody on my page, am I afraid of them figuring out who you are and going after you and attacking you at your job or your place of business or your family or where you live? No, I'm not afraid of them doing that. We have people watching you. You know, FBI is aware of you, local law enforcement is aware of where you live, and they're monitoring you and watching you. And we know everything that you guys have going on, no matter what it is, no matter where you try to go, no matter where you try to hide. We have everybody on top of you guys because you're terrorists. But I tell you what cures being a little terrorist. Big hug. Nothing cures terrorism quicker and wanting to be a terrorist quicker than a big hug. Maybe I'll give you a little kiss on the cheek. Tickle you. Just tickle you. Love you guys. Have a great night. It was awesome seeing you all. And I will see you guys. Looks like I'm going to see all you tomorrow at some point. I don't know how I'm squeezing it all in. And it was a busy night tonight too. But I love it. Absolutely love it. And I hope you guys had a great week. Have a great Friday evening. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh, happy Halloween Eve. Yeah. Eat all kinds of candy. Heath bars, right, Jenna? We're going to eat all. Hey, it's Halloween Eve and Halloween. Have as much candy as you want. Hey, you get a free pass. This is the hall pass for candy. I got to find some candy. I'll see you guys later. Love you guys. Bye.